I had become the guy who was like, welcome to Amsterdam. Do you know about soccer? Because soccer's great. So they were both aware that like, okay, there's a certain enthusiasm from Brendan that we can count on.
Look at that.
Fine.
Mimosas. Brendan Hunt.
Let's start the day.
A good start to the day. You're an actor, you're a writer, you're a producer, and you brought mimosas. No one's ever asked for a mimosa.
Oh, delightful. But also fools, all of them.
We're in Pig and Whistle in Manhattan.
Your eyebrows aren't crazy.
Thank you.
They're psychotic.
I appreciate that.
Tell me about how this all happened for you. Season 4, Ted Lasso. Does it feel to you like pinch me, like this is strange, or is it now like, okay, this is my life?
It's all insane. Also,
Yeah.
I should have asked earlier, am I allowed to curse on
You
this
are.
show? Great, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's f***ing insane what's been happening.
Ted's doing his presser. You don't want to go watch your boyfriend. Okay.
Can I go back in time? I've read a lot about you. You grew up in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're basically raised mostly by your mom, it sounds like. Your dad was in and out, right? Single mom.
Mm-hmm.
What was growing up at that time in Chicago?
Yeah, so we moved a lot. We never was never at a school long enough to like properly make friends.
You mentioned that you think she might have had a drinking problem, like she might have been an alcoholic.
But also like not just that she was an alcoholic, which I'm pretty sure she was, but also like she came from a very yelly house, and I know that because we had a very yelly house. You know, she was also one of 12. She was one of 12 kids in this Irish Catholic family. She was also a triplet.
Yeah.
Imagine how hard it is to get the attention you need when you're one of 12 and there's 3 of you.
Yeah.
I think that transmuted down.
Right. How do you find a path out of that? Because that could have really derailed you, possibly. I think it might have been like middle school. You see some shows, or you see people acting on a stage.
Yeah, in 7th and 8th grade, back-to-back years on different field trips, saw my first Second City show.
Huge comedy troupe in Chicago, for people who don't know.
Second City had a huge impact on me. And then I saw a production of Midsummer Night's Dream at the Court Theater in Hyde Park, and like
Shakespeare.
Yeah, those two things. Yeah, I just like I really like this. And then I got into a school play around then, and kind of it was never ever going to be anything else but doing shows.
Never look back.
No.
Yeah. It seems like the sort of big move for you is Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Like, how does that Chicago to Amsterdam happen?
Yeah, there's an improv company out there called Boom Chicago, and it had started in, I think, 1994. Founded by Chicagoans, and 32 years later, they're still there, and it's the biggest improv theater on the continent. And Boom Chicago came to town. They came to the improv theater where I was performing, and they asked me to audition. And at the audition, like in the first 5 minutes of them talking about what this place was like, and the realization that I wouldn't have to temp anymore or wait tables anymore, was like, and all these things, and like, I want to do this more than anything. But even then, I thought I'd only go for a year, and I ended up being there for 5.
5 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's not necessarily good career thinking to do that.
Well, it worked out.
I probably will never work out for anyone quite as well as it worked out for me in terms of that being like where I got into soccer.
Yes.
And became ravenous about soccer and wanted to learn everything about it. And that
Like you knew nothing about soccer before you moved there?
not hardly nothing, no.
And then you're in Europe, and so it's just
And,
everywhere.
Can't
It's
stream,
in the water.
Can't stream at that point. Can't keep up with the Bulls or the
Right.
Bears. And Michael Jordan had retired anyway, seemingly forever. So like, all right, soccer, I'll give you a shot. And just fell for it hard.
You come back to the U.S., you're doing just like a lot of random stuff for a while. You're on some TV. Where does Ted Lasso come from? Like, how does that happen?
Literally out of nowhere, damn near. Because also, like, LA was a real slow process. It did not take to me. I got cast in We're the Millers.
With Jason Sudeikis.
With Jason.
Hi! Howdy doody!
And if
Wait,
you watch
what
it, you'll know
part?
I'm not in it.
What part are you?
Exactly. Exactly.
Are you in it at all?
We filmed a scene. It's a whole scene of me trying to buy drugs. And I get a call from Jason out of the blue, like, "Hey man, we finished the edit, and I'm so sorry, but your scene's not in the movie." And I'm like, I'm a little bummed, but like, I've prepared myself for it. So I'm like, "Yeah, no worries, it's fine." He goes, "Yeah, but on the other hand, there's this soccer thing." And this soccer thing is NBC Sports reaching out to him because they've gotten the coverage of the English Premier League, and they wanted to do some spots with him in it. And he asked if he could hire whoever he wanted, so he hired me and our buddy Joe Kelly.
Commercial to get people to watch the English Premier League on NBC.
Yeah.
Manchester United, super rich. Everybody either loves them or hates them.
Dallas Cowboys.
And we had all been at Boom Chicago for some time, me and Jason and Joe.
But you'd overlapped.
We'd overlapped, and by then I had become the guy who was like, "Welcome to Amsterdam. Do you know about soccer? Because soccer's great." So they were both aware that, like, okay, there's a certain enthusiasm from Brendan that we can count on. Yeah, I call it it's the best good news, bad news phone call I've ever gotten.
Right. Bad news, you're not in the movie. Good news, I've got this other idea that you
that
could
is
be
going
part
to
of.
change your life for the next 13 years, and you don't even know that yet.
We all know football is life. But a beautiful life is total football.
Who says, "Hey, mate, maybe there's more to this"?
Jason says almost those exact words. There's something else here. Let's try to figure it out. Is it another ad? Is it a movie? Is it a really bad video game? And
Or a series that lasts for years.
Yeah, we put down. We wrote a pilot, and like I was super excited about it. Like Jason and Joe had careers, but I did not really. So like this is gonna be big. And then nothing happened for years. It just sat there. Jason kept having children. Joe kept inventing new great shows. I'm baking on a rock in California, holding on for dear life. I literally had to tell myself like, "Hey man, stop talking about it. Stop thinking about it. It's just not happening, and you have to move on." So at least 2.5 years after that hangout where we wrote everything, maybe 3.5. Only then does Jason go, "Oh, hey, real quick, all that Ted Lasso stuff we wrote, is that still online somewhere?" Which is another way of saying, "I don't know how Google Docs works." And I'm like, "Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's online somewhere." He goes, "Oh, great, because I'm having lunch with Bill Lawrence tomorrow." So, like TV mogul. Bill Lawrence invented Scrubs and Cougar Town and just got to throw that in. And Bill had seen the Ted Lasso commercials, and Jason sent him what we have, and then suddenly Bill Lawrence gets involved. And once Bill Lawrence gets involved, like then things start happening.
So now you have to make it.
Yeah.
Now you have to act in it. Now you have to be Coach Beard. Did that come like naturally for you, or did you invent as you were going what Coach Beard's personality
stuff was?
should be? Yeah.
Joe Kelly had a really good note. Brandon, what you need to do is not talk. You need to like come in, surgically with like just a quick thing.
If you bring that Judas back, I will burn this place to the ground.
Being in and out as quick as possible, and like, yeah, he's right. That makes perfect sense. So we already had that coming in, and then we had the analog of a part of me and Jason's relationship, especially in Amsterdam, was like I explain soccer through American examples.
You really had done that.
Yeah.
For Jason.
Yeah, I was being like, hey, 1972 Ajax, they are the Showtime Lakers of soccer, and there's a man named Johan Cruyff, and he is like Magic Johnson. Like, great, got it.
That's the big Dutch team.
Yeah.
You speak Dutch too?
I speak enough Dutch to impress people who don't and frustrate people who do. Yes.
Give me a sentence.
Ja, dit is een mooi poep. Het is fantastisch, gezellig. Met de vleugels, vlagjes. Ja, kan ik herinneren niet. Like,
I heard the one word
that
that
a 5-year-old.
What is that word with the?
Gezellig.
Yes,
yeah,
gezellig.
It's one of those words that like it means so much, and we talk about it on Ted Lasso as well, because like it had a big effect on me. By the time I went to Amsterdam, because of like my upbringing and the power of alcoholic parenting, I was someone who like just hated myself, full on, and so I discovered this thing called gezelligheid, where one of the ideas of gezellig is it's kind of a roundabout way of being like just in the moment, but like if you are thinking about something that you cannot change by thinking about it, then why are you thinking about it? And since all I was thinking about was shame and guilt, and ascribing blame to myself for things that didn't actually matter, this was a massive concept.
Right. And it comes up, as you said, it comes up in Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Like that, I think, can I just for a moment, I know everyone does this to you. Ted Lasso, for my little family, me, my husband, and my 2 kids stuck together in COVID, was beautiful. Beautiful.
It means a lot. So
I think that's true for so many millions of people probably now. Okay, I'll stop now.
No, you needn't. This is your gig.
No, not really. It's about you, Brendan. Okay, so then you do season 3, and everyone in the world thinks that this is the end, including me and everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think it was the end?
I thought it damn well could be. Yeah.
At the time.
And then in the end, I'm just very aware that it's up to Jason. He had, people from various corporate entities, and probably in his house too, like really like pushing for it. And I made a very conscious decision of like, I'm not gonna join that chorus. Like I'm gonna be here when the call comes or the text comes. And eventually it did. And I was like, cool, man, yeah, let's do it. Hung up the phone. It wasn't a receiver. I pressed the button, and I threw it this way, and I just quietly went, yes. Those rare occasions when patience pays off.
We're in the midst of this new season 4. Are there more seasons to come?
I can't say we have a 3-season arc in mind. I don't know what's going on in Jason's head there, but to my knowledge, we don't.
Would you personally like to keep going?
Oh, for sure, but we have to earn it. We have to see if people take to it first. So we'll see how it goes.
Can we do rapid fire?
Oh gosh, yes. Please.
Okay. What is Coach Beard always reading?
Almost every book is a bit of an Easter egg toward something happening in that episode, but sometimes in a glancing way.
Favorite new Ted Lasso character?
Alice, yeah, our new assistant coach.
Cast member who would actually make a really good football player in real life?
Of the new cast, who's really good, and you'd be surprised by this maybe, knowing her other work, but Faye Marseille, who when you watch her kicking Arya Stark's ass in Game of Thrones, you might not think like, oh, I bet she's got a cannon from outside the box, but she does. She's legit.
Advice you would give to your younger self?
The things that you're telling yourself about yourself aren't actually coming from you.
What are you looking forward to the most right now, as a dad, as an actor, any of it?
My 5-year-old starts actual kindergarten on Monday, and we get to walk him there. It's gonna be a 2-minute walk, and as a kid who was taking the CTA to school, I really, really want to be able to build a life for my kids where they just have to walk to school for until they go to college, which is a silly thing to hope for, but that's the goal.
No, but it's parenting. It's beautiful. Brendan Hunt,
Thanks for
thank
having
you
me, Kate.
so much.
Cheers, pleasure.
Cheers.